Emma Holmes at Coaching Rockstars, and we are talking about being conscious creators of our business destiny. So dive on in and I'll speak to you soon. Hello, it's Emma Holmes, and I am going to talk a little bit about becoming a conscious creator of your own business destiny. And doesn't that sound grand? I like this a lot. Becoming a conscious creator of your own business destiny is about the fact that, do you know what? This is under your control, and this is up to you. This is up to you how far you develop and move your business forwards. It is up to you how you take hold of what you've got and how you can bring it forth into the world, and being in charge of that effectively. Because so often we can get stuck by excuses, we can get stuck by things that perhaps aren't quite going our way, we can get stuck in our own way, we can get stuck by our mindset, we can get stuck in a gazillion different ways. You know, it's so easy to get stuck. Getting stuck is kind of the easiest path a lot of the time. But I want you to be able to get past that, and you want to be able to get past that. So we want to be conscious creators of our business destiny. But how does that come forward in reality? What does that even mean? And how do we go about doing it? Well, when you look at where you want to go with your business, it doesn't mean that you have to have this big, grandiose vision board, okay? It doesn't mean that you have to want a 100k business. You know, so one of them is kind of like quite a regular, one that's put out there. Come on, Polly. And it's one of them that lots of people shout and yell about and kind of put as a marker as to what success means. But that might not be what success means to you. And that doesn't mean that you're a big fail if you don't want to build a business that's 6 figures plus. It is okay if your business destiny is to make £10,000 a year, £20,000 a year, whatever it is that is perfect for you is great. Okay? Success is defined on our own personal terms. It is not about what the general consensus out in social media want you to think. It is not about you basing your business growth on anybody else's business growth. This is up to you. This is your journey, and this is what nourishes and feeds you, nobody else. This is about your business, your development, your growth, nobody else's. So let's just get that one out of the way. Excuse me. And if you look at business growth here in the UK, for lots of people, it is as profitable to have an 80k business as it is to have a 100k business, because of the tax implications of going higher and going into the 100, over the 80,000 pounds bracket and into a different tax realm for UK peeps, and that might be the same where you are in the world. It's about that personal decision and your personal choices as to what success means for you. If it is a number of pictures on a vision board, then that is absolutely cool. But if a vision board really doesn't work for you, equally, that's totally fine. So for me, I really got stuck on the whole vision board thing. I found it a really difficult concept to get my head around, because I didn't want to use generic pictures that I'd found in magazines and things. And I found it really difficult to quantify material wants to put onto my vision board. And for me, it was much more about the way that my business feels, the things that it allows me to do, the things that it allows me to relax into, and the service to other people were the things that were much, much, much more important, far outweighing for me the material gains, and I couldn't really narrow down on the material things that I wanted, and found the whole vision board process something that was quite difficult. And I know that for lots of people, you know, they do vision boards that are around words and around feelings, but it didn't work for me, and I just kept getting stuck. And I thought that I had to have this vision board because people were saying that you need this vision board, but for me it was more about having certain feelings. It was more about having a certain level of service to my crowd, and it was about so much more than a vision board was able to give me. But creating that kind of future look at your business is a really good idea. So what do you want your business to allow you to achieve? What do you want your business to allow you the freedom to do? Why are you doing this? What is it all about? And it doesn't have to be all about material things, and it doesn't have to be all about personal things. So for me, a lot of what my business is all about is about the people that I serve and the people that I help and the people that I support, just as much as it is about the things that are in it for me in there. Because, you know, what I want to be able to do is to be able to create that ripple effect. So if I help you, you go on and help somebody else, they go on and help somebody else, then, you know, the world is a much better place. And it is just about me making sure that my alignment isn't, you know, just personal, it isn't just material, it isn't just thoughts and feelings. It's a combination of the things that, you know, will make my world a better place, but will also make the world a better place, and the worlds of other people a better place. So the impact of the work that I do. So when you look at what success means to you, what comes to mind? You know, what is it that's your initial thoughts when I say that? Write them down. You know, what are the initial things that you think about when I talk about success and defining your success, and what will keep you motivated on an ongoing basis? Because a lot of what we talk about when we look at where we want this business to go is about it helping us to keep our journey on track. It is about us being able to use it as motivation on the days where we perhaps aren't quite feeling it as much. It is about being able to realign with what our business is all about. It is about us being able to check that we're putting the right message and the right passion and the right commitment into what we're doing. You know, the definition of success isn't about ticking it off on a balance sheet. It isn't about ticking it off when you get your bank statements. It's about looking at the holistic kind of wholeness of what it's going to do, so that you can really get your head into the place that allows you to see the impact that your business can have and what success would mean to you. So when we talk about our business destiny, when we talk about where we want to take our business, you know, it's a combination of what success means to you. It's a combination of the things that it will allow you to be, do, have, achieve. It is about the impact that you will make on your clients and customers. It is about the impact that you will make on the wider world. So it's much more far-reaching and doesn't need to be balance sheet led. So when we look at being that conscious creator of our business destiny, we need to look at what we can do. So many people get caught up in the stuff that they can't do. They get caught up in the stuff that is kind of, you know, and doesn't feel quite right, and I can't because, and this isn't working because, and you know, it's really easy to go with the, but I can't, or this won't work, or that isn't right, or I can't manage, or whatever it might be. It's easy to look at the things that are holding us back rather than the things that we can do to move us forward. So being able to consciously create your business destiny, you need to always look at the stuff that you can do. So it might be that you are in a position where you can't make the investments that you would like to make, or you can't buy that certain piece of tech, or that you can't you know, move into certain arenas. But one, is that a story that you're telling yourself, and are you holding yourself back through that story? And two, is that story a reality, or is it a story? And three, if you can't do them things, then what can you do? What can you do to move forward? What can you do to make change? What can you do to produce some results? Because every step forward is a step forward. every advancement is an advancement. Whenever we take that forward motion, we are moving in that direction. And as long as that's the right direction, then that's good. When we're stuck in indecision, in I can't, in procrastination, in overwhelm, then we are consciously making the choice to stay stuck. And we don't want to make that conscious choice to stay stuck. We want to be in a position to move forward, to do the next thing, to take that step. And even if it's a shuffle, take a step forwards. We need to be solutions led. We need to look at problem solving. And, when we look at being solutions led, that's about, there's going to be times and there's going to be things that you encounter that aren't what you want to encounter, that are going to need a decision, that are going to need some course of action, that's going to need you to make that forward motion. And when we decide to make no choice at all, we make the choice to stay stuck, okay? Most decisions that we make, the majority, by a long shot of the decisions that we make, they're not final decisions. They're not, got to commit to this or the sky will fall in. Often we can make a decision and set off that way, and there might be then another fork in the road and another fork in the road. We can U-turn, we can turn around, we can change things. When we decide to stay stuck, we're going to stay stuck. When we make a decision to take action, then we can start to move forwards. We can start to make stuff a reality. So I often say, if the mind isn't aligned, then the action is irrelevant. But you've got to take action. So you need to get that mind aligned to the action. Mindset, action, strategy, business development, all of that stuff over here, and all of this stuff over here, have to both be present. Okay, we have to have the right mindset with the right strategy, with the can-do attitude, with the ability to take action, needs to melt together, because that's when things happen. That's when you will grow. That's when you will be able to bring that business to life. And, without either, you're going to get stuck. And if you have a really great mindset but take no action, then you're not going to create your business destiny. Or certainly not the destiny that you want. If you have lots of action but your mind isn't aligned, again, you're not going to get the very best results. So both elements need to come together in order to create your awesome. So it's about taking action. It is about being decisive. It is about achieving a mindset of a can-do attitude, solutions-led attitude, looking at things that happen as being, all part of development. So whatever happens, whatever comes across your radar, whatever problems come in your way, the only time that there's ever the ability to fail is the point where you stop, where you give up. That's the only time that failure is ever present, is when you decide to give up. Either you get an awesome outcome, or you get some awesome lessons. And that's how to look at things. Everything isn't going to work first time. Everything isn't going to, just hit a peachy spot every single time. And I still get days where, you look at things and you go, well, maybe that wasn't the best way forwards. Maybe that wasn't the right decision. But it was a decision and it was momentum. And what have I learned from it? What can I do differently next time? How can I take this forward? So looking at how you can, continue to level up on those decisions that you make, because next time you'll make a better decision and you'll have learned so much along the way. So it's about being committed, it's about being passionate, it is about putting your all into the things that you do. It is about that beautiful collision of mindset and strategy and action that create your business destiny. And it's about sidestepping yourself on the way to get there. So I hope that's been useful for you today, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.